Hello, this is a junk journal that I've made from items that I've found at antiques markets here in France. I've found it in some vintage French fabric and I haven't embellished it because I love the fabric so much. Inside the front we have pockets with a little hand stamped piece of fabric, and there's a welcome letter inside that explains a bit about the journal. And a little hand painted flower here and some printing. These are some French embroidery patterns. You get these little booklets. In fact, I have the original here to show you. So this from the late 1800s from Paris, and ladies would, sorry I'm being sexist but it's true, would put these over their fabric, prick holes through them, and then know where to sew with their fabric. And what I've done is created a little facsimile of this. There it is there, with journaling space on the back. While we're thinking of Paris, there's some nice toile fabric and a little Paris visiting card. Next we have some tags and bookmarks and some lots of space from this wonderful book called Les Grands Sauveteurs. Now, I have been cutting up antique French books, but I promise they're only ones that I have found that are already in this condition. This has got lovely thick paper for making things like this. On we go. It's just some ideas of what you might like to put in your journal. And this is a scan from another fantastic old book, which again was in a terrible state when I found it. It was in the rain, absolutely sodden. And so I had to rescue it. But it's now in pieces, but there we go, and you can see here it's from 1884. But I don't want to cut it up, it's so old, so I'm just scanning the pictures instead and using those. There we go, back cover. And this is a little hand-painted picture of books that I thought I'd put in there. It's another notes page, and here's some lovely old paper from an exercise book, which I will show you now. I've got a few of these exercise books and they appear a lot. And this one, amazingly, is from 1909. So it's over 110 years old. And it belongs to a woman called, or a girl, Evelina Lisensohn. And look at her amazing writing. So what I've done, blank pages in the back, I'm reusing. I know it's a shame to cut up old books, but what's going to happen to them? They're just going to sit on the shelf somewhere. So here we go. It can have a new life and be used again. And that's stuck to an old French dictionary sheet as well. Yeah. Then back on the travel theme, because I did places to visit earlier, here are some little journaling cards with a camper van. And here's some more exercise paper that I've dyed with red wine. And here we have a couple of pockets, and I've done a little notebook here. And these are stamps from a beautiful vintage stamp set that I have. I will show you. Let's see, these lovely wooden stamps, which are absolutely fabulous. I love to use those. So there we go, and that's a little sewn booklet there. It goes in there. Now a couple more tags from the book. And this dictionary page I thought was so lovely, so I put some ballerina here and made a little tutu in the corner. Then, because it was a dictionary page, I thought it would be fun just to have some gaps to fill in fantastic inspirational words. Here we have some paper from an invoice pad, which was a wine merchant that's quite close to here, this little village. Sadly the wine merchant's no longer there, but the village is, and so there's a nice wine label to go on there to match it. Then I thought it'd be quite fun to do a This Week I Will with a little chart that could be used for quite a few weeks, 6 weeks worth there, to write little notes in of what you might plan to do. And then of course you've got all this lovely journaling space here. I think this was avocado dyed. I've used a lot of tea and coffee dye, but this page I think was avocado. And maybe a bit of onion skin on this one here. And I was thinking about dreams. It's lovely to have dreams. My dog was actually lying on the sofa dreaming while I was doing this, which is why it's dog themed, because she was having fun dreams. So I've printed on this fabric and stuck it to a card there. Then I wouldn't know what she was dreaming about, and I thought probably rabbits. So here's a little print of a rabbit, and also on these, which are old calendar pages, a French calendar, a few there for note taking. Another journaling place. I like lots of space to write. I think it's important. Little hand sewn book there. This is an exercise book for my children's. Sorry girls, but I've used it. And here we have small paper from a different book, and I've done a little handmade envelope. This is another book that was in a terrible state. Here it is, as you can see, falling to pieces. So I'm going to use it. It's going to have new life. And as well as dreams, I thought it was important to put goals. So there they are. Now we're back to Evelina, the lady who had the exercise books. Because she was writing in the early 1900s, I thought it might be nice to have some pictures of the sort of clothes that she might be wearing at the time. And this is just a scan of this front page, because I didn't want to cut up the front page just to show that it was from 1903. But then what I have done is some pages later on in the book I've actually included here. So you've got original 100+ year writing here, which I think is fantastic, and it's actually got her teacher's notes. Love it, love it, love it. And it was purple writing, so I thought let's have some purple score music for writing music, and a little music session with places for notes. And this is some antique original music score as well, and I've used some of it to make a little envelope. And there's more. The little lady there, and writing space. And get it back in. There we go. More space, and here's the other side of Evelina's beautiful writing. Another lady picture. And then I thought it would be nice to do things I'm grateful for, because I'm very grateful that I've managed to find all these beautiful things that I can include in this journal. So there's another little envelope there, putting little secret things in. More note space. Things that make me happy. This beautiful stamp is from a printing block that a friend brought back to me when she went to India. Absolutely love it. Had to include that because it makes me happy, because it makes me think of our friendship. And another of Evelina's books, I'm obsessed. Again, I've scanned the front page so I can keep that intact. But I've cut a page from later on in the book, which is what you have here. It's absolutely amazing writing. Look at this. So this is writing a letter to a lady. You can see it says Madame. And then here we have a copy of a beautiful, this is the original that I found at an antiques market. I can't bear to part with her, but I want to share with her, so I thought the best thing I can do is scan it and include it for you. So there it is, space on the back for writing. This lovely little velvet bit there. Now, another of my collections, as well as the exercise books, is fabulous invoices, which I will show you now if I can fit the book in. These date back from 1859. This is the first one here. And just fabulous, fabulous old invoices, all French. I can't describe them all, there are too many, but this one appears later in the book as well. Oop, can't fit it in. So the soap, and then here we have the bicycle one. That's the original, and here's your copy here, because again, had to share it. And I thought it'd be fun to make some little bicycle tags, so those are tucked in there. And then because I wanted to use these, absolutely love them. I can't remember what they're called, split pins. And I thought it'd be quite fun to add some clocks, because they look like hands, the clocks. So those are there. And then I made a little cardigan, journaling card, and this swings by to show you the back of the watch. talking about time, so plans for the month ahead. There we go, little notepad, lots of space underneath, and a little watch down there. Then we have another book. Where's this book on? Here it is, over here. Again, in pieces, as you can see. This is how I found it. It's called Légion de Bonne Volonté, and beautiful, amazing illustrations. And I've torn it away from myself, literally, and here it is for you. So this is the original piece of book. Also, here we have a little pocket and a lovely little map from Paris, which is from this little book here, which is all about a little sort of A to Z of Paris with all the maps and bus routes, etc. in it. So that's that one. And then there's a little postcard of Paris, original postcard from the 50s. And then a little printed soap card. As we have soap, why not include it? Then pictures that make me happy, Paris of course. And this is a lovely drawing that my daughter's friends did. It's a drawing of our house that we have on our wall, but I photographed it and included it here. But it's removable. If you don't want it in there, you can take it out. These are from magazines, and then and of course another little bicycle picture, because you can't have too many bicycles. And this is another card from Paris for St. Catherine's Day, the original card, probably from the 30s from the looks of it. Hasn't got a date on it. There we go. Oh, I missed a bit back here. I've just realised, because I've got the magazines in front of me. Back in this pocket, I've cut some pieces out of the Paris Match magazine from the 1950s for Audrey Hepburn and some other actresses. And I've got quite a few of these lovely old Paris Match magazines that are in various states of repair. These are okay, actually. These are going to stay intact. Can't bear to cut these up. But some were in much worse state, so they're there for the taking. So that was that. Where were we? Back here. And this is from Elle magazine. And this one here, which again was in pieces. But I thought it was fun. This is the first invoice, the 1959 invoice from my collection. And it's got a little note on it saying this must be paid by the 6th of May 1860, which I thought was fun. And this is for a dressmaking company. So I thought it'd be quite fun to have this piece from the Elle magazine. And a few bits of fabric there, and a little decoupage button. And then there's the soap, invoice, and then lots of space to write, and a bit more of Evelina's writing. And then this is, again, another copy of her homework this time. And this was her summer homework, which remarkably has stayed intact for over 100 years. And what I loved about it on the back page was where she was practicing her initials. So I've included that as well. So there we go, space underneath for writing. And I put, this is just the beginning because it's an exciting journaling adventure. And then last of all, little envelope in the back with another little printer thing. And this is all the details of what's in the journal. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.